When the degree is even and the leading coefficient is positive, as x approaches positive infinity, y approaches positive infinity. And when x approaches negative infinity, y approaches negative infinity. As in this example, y equals x squared. Here is the graph. And it looks like just both arms are positive, or a positive parabola.
The next end behavior consists of when the degree is even and the leading coefficient is negative. And the end behavior can be described as when x approaches positive infinity, f of x approaches negative infinity, and as x approaches negative infinity, f of x also approaches negative infinity. And an example of this is y equals negative x squared, and this is the graph of negative x squared, and both arms are reaching negative infinity.
When the degree is odd and the leading coefficient is positive, as x approaches negative infinity, y approaches negative infinity, and as x approaches positive infinity, y approaches positive infinity. In this example, x equals y equals x to the third power. Here's an example of the graph. As you can see, the arms are facing opposite directions.
When the degree is odd and the leading coefficient is negative, the end behavior can be described as when x approaches negative infinity, y approaches positive infinity, and when x approaches positive infinity, y approaches negative infinity. And one example is y equals negative x cubed. The difference between this graph and the previous graph is that the arm directions are switched, and as x approaches negative infinity, the arm reaches positive infinity, and as x reaches positive infinity, the arm approaches negative infinity.